Welcome to yet another episode of Costume Couture.
I'm Ian.
And I'm Ray.
And we've had a week, haven't we?
Oh, it's been some days.
It's been some days.
Some days.
You may notice that we look kind of tired. Is that why is that?
I look magical.
Okay, well, I look tired. Excuse me.
So, recently we went to the local Planet Comic-Con. It is the largest convention in kind of our Midwestern area and at least the surrounding states of Kansas and Missouri. To get something bigger, you have to go 9 hours east to C2E2 or 9 hours west to Denver.
Yes.
So we both plan on going to Denver, but since we've never been, this is our biggest con.
It is, yeah.
It was a ton of fun. They have not released their official count, but it was definitely larger than last year.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Last year their official count was 67,000, I believe. Mm-hmm. So I would suspect we're getting close to 75, 80.
Oh, for sure.
At least on Saturday. At one point, the will call line was so long that people were giving up the tickets they already bought and going to the actual ticket booths to buy new ones just so they could get in sooner and not be in that will call line.
That's crazy.
So buy your tickets at the door, people. It's not going to sell out.
Yeah, that's true. It won't.
No. Anyway, we got to talk to some fantastic cosplayers, both local and out of state.
So many good costumes there this
year.
Hobbyists,
charity workers, professionals, all around, just great people. Mm-hmm. And we're going to kind of wrap up some of the interviews that you got to see on our last episode. So absolutely just bear with us because these are, again, our cosplayers of the week.
I'm sad my pin won't work.
Here, you can have
my pin. Died. I'm so sad.
You can have my pin, boo.
I'm so sad. All right. You want to start us off?
Yeah.
All right.
So we talked to Droid Girl Cosplay, Dana.
Yes.
And she is our droid meme. Pose.
We have a friend who's a meme.
We have a friend who's a meme.
That's
pretty
funny.
Fun.
It's fun.
It's pretty great.
She was dressed as her. She was in her R2-D2 dress.
She was, but previously that weekend she also did her full body Mystique.
Mm-hmm.
She does the Rebecca Romaine Stamos version.
Yes.
Oh, she's no longer Stamos, is she?
No, she's not. She hasn't been Stamos
she's
in a while.
Rebecca Romaine.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I just got used to saying all three names.
Right, yeah.
She was Stamos when she started X-Men.
She was.
But she does the Rebecca Romaine version where it's completely nudity implied for Mystique.
Yes.
She has a bodysuit that she wears that covers hands and feet.
So she's like the Jennifer Lawrence mixed with Rebecca Romaine.
Exactly.
She's Rebecca Lawrence.
Yeah, she's much less uncomfortable than both of those women, and she smells much better than Jennifer Lawrence did. I hear her costume smelled like pee a lot.
Yeah, she nicknamed it Mistink.
Yeah, because they didn't build a way for her to sit and pee during filming, so she had to stand, and women can't do that very well.
No.
Or I should say vaginas can't do that very well. I mean, it's very difficult. So she got pee all over her.
Wah,
Dana
wah.
did not smell like pee.
No, she did not.
Thank you, Dana.
Yes. And then Saturday she did Francine Smith.
I know.
Which is super cute, super casual.
Totally from American Dad.
Yes, and she had a little Klaus. She made him at 3 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why are you doing it? She goes, because if not, I would have just beat myself up if I didn't have it. So
there you go.
Hooray for props.
Recommendation, at least from us, for every big build you have a smaller build you can change into.
Oh, for sure.
On Saturday, I wore my Masters of the Universe Tila for about 2.5 hours.
Which you looked great in.
Oh, thank you.
You looked fantastic.
And I had my Velma to change into.
Which is super comfy.
It's much more comfortable. Still a little pinchy on the shoes, but I'll take pinchy shoes to dead weight arms.
Yeah, so. Just I can't move. I'm C3PO.
Absolutely. But my goal in cosplay is to just be in cosplay at all times in my life.
Right.
So I have smaller costumes like Velma and Jessica Jones where I can go out and be a little more inconspicuous than wearing Tila armor.
Yeah, let's you can't really see Tila going to the gas station and pumping gas.
Well, no, because she drives Battle Cat.
Oh, excuse me. Okay. Pardon moi.
Anyway, so next we talked to Doodle Sport Cosplay.
Yes, a good friend of ours.
Absolutely. She is one of the youngest cosplayers in the area.
But she acts like she's 22.
Well, she has a good head on her shoulders.
She does, and she has a great mom to have that head placed on said shoulders.
Yeah, they're a great team. They're pretty much, it's a mom-daughter duo, only the mom is behind the scenes taking care of everything. She sets up the event, she handles the social media, and she is making a lot of the aspects of the costumes.
She is a local cosplayer, like we said, and she does lots of charity work.
Absolutely.
She does lots of kid-friendly costumes.
Sure.
I've never seen her do one, like, an appropriate costume.
I don't like to just say kid-friendly. I think that as Sloan gets older, she does age-appropriate stuff for herself.
Yes.
She never dresses beyond her age. So, you know, to me, the Kate Bishop costume with the missing panels, it's sexy, but Kate Bishop is also a young Avenger. She is underage. She's, like, showing midriff is not a sign of, you know, being an adult or being too risque for me. But it is a nice, sexy touch that is appropriate for, like, 16-year-old sexy.
Right. Which, that sounds weird, saying 16-year-old sexy in the same sentence, but
like, when I was 16, I wanted to be attractive and sexy.
Right.
I didn't want to be, like, stripper sexy, but I wanted to be sexy for
that,
my age.
Right,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I get that.
She also does Camilla Khan, who is Miss Marvel.
She is, yes.
Which is a really, really cute costume.
Absolutely. She pulls it off. It's not done very often. I think the only other one I saw this weekend was actually a male version, and I had no idea what to call that. What do you call a Ms. Marvel male?
Mr. Marvel?
That sounds weird, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Like a really bad
Sir
candy
Marvel?
brand?
Sir Marvel.
Sir Marvel is better than Mr. Marvel, but I'm still not
It's very
okay.
British, too.
What about Duke Marvel?
Duke. Like Duke Nukem. Duke Marvel.
Or Duke Silver from Parks and Rec, you know? Anyway, we love Doodle Sport.
Yes.
Super happy to talk to her. Hopefully we have her and her mummy on one episode.
Because they are really a treat to have, and they're very fun to talk to, and you see the passion that she has wearing these costumes and going to various charities and doing cons. She loves doing it.
Talking with them is very similar to, like, watching Lorelai and Rory Gilmore. They
I
have such a
agree,
good bond. Sometimes it's symbiotic, sometimes it's antagonistic, but the two are always on the same page, and it's fun.
Yes.
I like that relationship.
Yes. And then who else did we talk to?
We talked to Oma Sophie.
Oma Sophie. And her, what does she call it? Her waifu Sith, because she forgot her makeup in Wichita.
Girl, I have makeup. I will bring makeup to you.
It was really cute. She had her Sith garb on and her Sith wig.
And her lightsaber.
And her lightsaber that she had a galaxy hat, I guess, is the pattern. I guess. And it said, what is it?
Waifu.
Waifu, yeah.
It said waifu.
And so we were all kind of like,
okay.
Okay.
Look, it was Sunday.
Exactly.
You can wear anything on Sunday.
So, still super cute. And then I know one day she did Biva.
She did the B version of Diva.
Yes, which was super cute.
First time I had ever seen that skin cosplayed. You run the risk of people not knowing who you are when you wear the other skins.
Right.
So I totally understand that. It's a huge leap of faith to just go and do it, but she pulled it off. It was a beautiful costume, and you should definitely check it out.
It was very cute, because I'm like, that looks a lot like Diva. Oh, wait a minute.
It's Biva.
It's Biva. It's a skin. I forgot that she has that skin.
So we also talked to pros and cons?
Yes, and they were Wily Kit and Wily Cat for 2 days.
Yes.
And
Friday and Sunday.
Yes, their hair looked amazing.
They made their wigs out of yarn, and we talked a lot about that. So go check that interview out. It's a lot of fun.
Yes, go look at all these interviews. We're going to be posting that soon, so you can see everything that we talked about here and more.
Laura, or Lydia Hartwell.
Yes.
She was dressed as Saturnine from X-Men.
Which I know who the hell that was.
She's the leader of the British version. So she creates the British version of the X-Men.
Yes. And she looked amazing. She had a cape, and the cape was cool.
Yeah, she was very furry.
Yes.
Very furry.
And she had, all white on, which is really hard to do because I was in all white on Friday.
You were.
And it's hard to keep that clean, especially with the weather that it was over that
Right.
weekend, which was all rainy and crappy. It's hard to, we're like,
Right.
no one touch me, no one touch me, no one touch me.
Right. So that's kind of a little mini wrap up. Check out Another Castle Creations.
Yes.
Check out some that we didn't talk about, Starburst Cosplay.
Yes.
And Jennifer Van Damsel.
Yes, and those links will be in they'll be in the description
Absolutely.
for
Comments,
for that
descriptions.
video.
Sure.
So go to that video too, like it, watch it, look at all the fun stuff that we did at Planet Comic-Con.
So our next convention is Denver, right?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
in 2 months.
Yeah.
A little less
Are
than
you
2 months.
planning anything new? Or are you taking old stuff?
I know I debuted my Gingerbread Catwoman at PCC this year.
It was gorgeous.
Thank you. And that was kind of my test run for it, so I can see, what I can and cannot do.
Not bringing the contacts, are ya?
I might get new ones.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Good plan.
but I did have green contact lenses in, which kind of irritated my eyes a little bit, but I'm going to
Word
work
to
with
the
it.
wise, like cosplayer tip. I work in eyes. That's
Yeah,
my
listen to her,
everyday
please.
job. Make sure you know how to put contacts in first.
Mm-hmm.
Do not just get contacts without knowing how. There's YouTube tutorials on the Bosch & Lomb website. They're great.
Yes.
Follow those. Clean hands always. And I know this sounds weird, but clean eyes before your makeup. Absolutely do not put it in
Oh, for sure.
after your makeup.
That's the 2 golden rules. Also, if you're wearing full sclera lenses, which you can back me up on this, please do not wear them for more than the allotted time that is given on said package.
That goes for every kind of contact. If you've never put a piece of plastic in your eye before, and that's what contacts are, people. They're plastic. Make sure that you only wear them for 2 to 4 hours the first time. If you know you have to wear them for 8, you have to build up
A strength to them, basically.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So wear them for 2 hours around the house, then for 4, then you can do your 8.
Yes.
But it takes a while. I wear contacts every single day. Costume lenses are much thicker. They are rougher. They are made to look good, not feel good. So you have to break yourself in.
I made the mistake once of putting in blue lenses for my Harley the first time, and I made the mistake of keeping them in for 7.5 hours, 8 hours, when I'd never put lenses in before, and my eyes were just hurting the next day.
And absolutely, under
Keep them hydrated too,
zero
please.
conditions, no exceptions, do you sleep in costume lenses.
No.
You will.
Or share lenses.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Would you share your underwear? Like, that's gross.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't share your lenses.
Don't do that.
I know people who do that. I'm like, "Rrr."
But as somebody who has seen it happen, lenses will stick to your eye and you can, worst case scenario, you have to have them surgically removed.
Yeah. It's not. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this has been another episode of Rachel Frightens Everyone.
So back to your question.
Oh yeah, we were talking about
We're
stuff.
talking about
Oh my god.
I'm taking Catwoman with me.
Cool.
Might do a few upgrades to it or downgrades depending on what, because I can't use my hands
See,
at all.
I'm really
But I
nervous.
love the gloves and the claws.
Denver Comic Con has the strictest cosplay
They're doing some different things this year from
Guidelines
what
that
I've heard
I've-
from last year.
ever seen. It's, if you have revealing anything, and think about how many female costumes or femme costumes have exposure to, the sides of your butt cheeks or cleavage.
Or side boob.
And that's considered revealing.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
it's-
the rules are very, you look at it, you go, okay, but then you question, everything in that sentence. So, I mean, best case scenario, just go there and say, hey, can I wear this? Or send them a picture, maybe. Because they have an email group
They do.
where you can email them and say, hey, is this costume appropriate? So if you are thinking of going to a con like Denver or another con that has similar rules to Denver, email them, let them know, be like, hey, I plan on wearing this. Is this going to be con appropriate to your guidelines? And they should email you back within at least a week or 2.
Absolutely.
But I'm going to bring Catwoman for sure. I'm mulling it over. I might bring my Cruella there.
Okay.
My MTV article award-winning Cruella, thank you very much. Did that sound conceited at all?
No,
No, cool.
your costume
Okay.
has gone viral multiple times. I am so happy for you. I'm 100% jealous too, but not because you've been recognized, because you have a costume that has lasted you longer than a year.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's okay. Wow, he takes care of his stuff. It works.
But his Maleficent's in pieces, so he's not perfect.
I know, I gotta redo my Maleficent completely. And then I'm thinking I might throw together an Injustice 2 gender-bent Harley Quinn.
Cute.
With the leather and with the black and red jacket and
I thought you'd like to know that I finally found a Harley Quinn. I would be interested in cosplay.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, but the one I'm interested in is the statue with the red and blue pigtails, the giant hammer, the clown collar, the red and blue corset that's a midriff and breast only, and the booty shorts and the really long thigh highs.
So that's the new 52 look?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the more exaggerated version that was made for the statues, but not...
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I also found a really cute version that you would like to... It's Paul Dini's original version of her 1960s looking Harley.
That's
really cute.
Adorable.
It's really cute. But yeah, that's what I think I am taking, subject to change.
Right.
Because that happens. I'm like, it's me too hot. I'm not gonna wear this.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna wear? Do you know yet?
We're thinking of Poison Ivy and Catwoman. We're going to send in photos, of course, to double check. Because her Catwoman is completely covered in everything. She'll be fine.
Yeah.
But my Poison Ivy, every Poison Ivy has cleavage.
You got the cleavage. You got the shelf.
It does. So maybe Poison Ivies are very easy for me to put together, so it's very possible I could make another one that covers the cleavage, like maybe a halter with a collar around or something. Okay. Could do that. We are taking the Scooby-Doo.
Good.
We're contemplating Thundercats, you know.
Okay.
Chitara in every version has a thong on her back.
Right.
And most of the time Hills wears it without the leggings, but she is considering getting the leggings.
The orange or yellow.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so we might do that. And then we're bumping up our Steven Universe costume. So I'm going to be Rose Quartz and she's going to be Lapis Lazuli.
Lazuli?
She's going to be Lapis.
That's going to be really cute. And that's for Denver, right?
It is.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's our Denver lineup. We'll be doing for sure...
What costumes do you have coming up?
Yes,
I'm so excited.
We're going to do for sure a video on that.
Totally.
Coming up in June. It's
very
the end
similar
of June,
to what we're already doing with Planet. So check that out.
Let's talk about what we're going to talk about today.
Absolutely.
So
you're probably very confused why my face looks like this.
She's not Domino from X-Men, first off.
I did a very quick, kind of rough Rebel outline on my eye here because we're talking about Ashley Eckstein's Her Universe.
This is undeniably one of the greatest, I think, contributions to fashion in the past decade.
World.
In the past decade.
Absolutely. So growing up femme and geek, it was a huge struggle to find clothes that either fit my body and still represented the things I want. When I am not in cosplay, I'm wearing a geeky t-shirt and jeans. That's how I dress. That's how I prefer to be comfortable. And like for years, I only bought clothes from the masculine side of the stores because they had the cool like superheroes.
They did. They have all the prints of the superheroes and the comics and everything, and the girls really had like My Little Pony and maybe Powerpuff Girls.
I mean, maybe this is
back in the day.
Huge maybe. I don't remember having clothes for either of those, to be honest. So I don't know. Okay. I don't know, but I would have to spend hours making these clothes suitable to my body. Women's clothes I can just throw on me and I feel fine, but men's clothes, they're restrictive around the chest area, they're not long enough, or they're too long and I'm like wearing a dress.
And they're too baggy, you gotta take them in. Yeah,
absolutely. So I would turn them into dolman shirts. I would just cut off the collar really quick and sew up the sides. Like I would get really creative, but ain't nobody got time for that with every clothes.
Yeah. And that gets expensive too.
It does. It takes up your time, your labor. So to have something like Her Universe created in response to this lack of fashion for women that represents their interests is incredible. Ashley, thank you so much.
Yes, and for those of you who don't know, Ashley Eckstein is the voice of Ahsoka Tano on the Clone Wars and Rebels and various other media of Star Wars that features that character. Yes. She started in 2010 with, I believe, mainly a Star Wars vision in mind, obviously, because she was with,
she was Star Wars. Yeah.
And it has grown immensely. Some of the other brands or licenses that they have a part of are, I'm moving your pen, sorry.
You're good.
What is it? Doctor Who, Star Trek, Star Wars, obviously, Marvel, so that's all of Marvel, not just the movies, because we saw some t-shirts on that have the Punisher logo.
Absolutely.
And Studio Ghibli is what
Ghibli, whatever.
Ghibli.
So most of these are Disney-owned properties. At least Star Wars, Marvel, and Studio. They're all owned by Disney. And
is Studio Ghibli owned by Disney?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Ponyo was the first one released by Disney, and then they all got re-releases by Disney. It was really nice.
You learn something new every day, kids.
So she's obviously working very closely with Disney. We can imagine there's going to be more from that. Sure. But it's really unique because she caters to women of all sizes, femmes of all sizes, and she started releasing a few objects that are considered unisex.
Yes, the 40th anniversary Star Wars jacket that was released at Star Wars Celebration this year. It's gold, and the lining is like C-3PO's, you know, his stomach wires. The lining is that patterned and designed.
That's really nice.
And on the back, I believe it has C-3PO and R2-D2, and it says Star Wars 40th anniversary for A New Hope. It's really, really cute.
If you can't afford the jacket, totally understandable. They have that same design on the back on a couple different t-shirts and tank tops. So that's fairly easy to get a hold of. She did just have a big sale for
she did
May the 4th and Revenge of the 5th.
Yes, which, as those who don't know, those are Star Wars holidays for us Star Wars folk. It's a holiday. Don't put that. It's a real. Well, it's not a real holiday.
National holiday.
I wish it was. I wish it was a federal holiday. That'd be so fantastic.
Well, that's because you work at a bank.
That's true. But
anyway,
the stuff that she does,
it's both.
It's really cute and
functional,
and it just.
She has full-on everyday clothes.
Yes.
You can go out, do just about anything. She has nice, fine-looking clothes that you couldn't tell were geeky inspired. Like, she has a Peggy Carter dress that, unless everybody in the whole world watched Peggy Carter, which they didn't because it was canceled, then you can wear that out to dinner on a date or something like that. Even a business interview, because it's the blue.
Yeah, it is. It's like a nice kind of...
It's collared. It is, buttoned
it's
down.
Very fancy looking.
It is. It's a nice fancy dress.
Yes.
So she has the everyday, she has the nightlife, and she also has official cosplay costumes on there too, including Princess Leia and Rey.
There's a cosplay dress for Leia, which is...
It's the New Hope one.
It's the New Hope. It's the white gown.
With the hood.
Excuse me. And then her Rey, she has a really cute Rey cardigan.
Yes.
That's inspired by the character with like a little tweak of her own on there. It's really cute.
Absolutely. So check that out. She's got all kinds of fun stuff for you to look at reasonable prices. They range in between $20 to $100 depending on what it is actually.
And what I like about her stuff is that she does have plus size outfits, and they're not different than the regular outfits. They are just the same outfit but for plus size women. They're not different material. They're not, cheaper. They're not anything like that. They are legitimately the same thing, just for plus size women.
As someone who's been on both the plus size line and the not plus size line, I guess, minus size, I don't know.
Minus size.
It's difficult to find something that looks cute in both. And Ashley Eckstein really works to design outfits or cosplays that work for multiple body types, that doesn't make you, look like a stick without any curves, because we know we all have them. And it doesn't make you feel like a balloon, You don't feel like you're wearing a circus tent. You feel like you're wearing a very beautiful, catered to you outfit.
It's flowy and it's nice,
time. Yes. So she manages to do that, whereas... there are some brands that make beautiful plus size stuff, and then they can't do the smaller sizes.
Or vice versa, right.
Or especially vice versa. Yeah. It's usually the vice versa.
It is, yeah. And she also has a bunch of character hoodies on there. She has just a whole tab of Ahsoka stuff, obviously, because she voices Ahsoka. It's a character very near and dear to her. She has t-shirts with designs on them. She has her makeup design on there. She has... character hoodies that are just Ahsoka's body, and you flip up the hood.
I love the costume hoodies that
they're really cute.
Have gotten popular over the last few years, and her universe tends to have them at a reasonable price for the material they're made out of.
Oh, for sure.
They are not cheap by any means, but how many times have you bought something off of Amazon because it was $16 and then it falls apart the next day?
I've done that.
I have too. You
Yeah.
can trust Her Universe. You know, you spend that extra $20, but it lasts you for years, so
It is
you get your money
extremely
for
well
it.
quality
Right.
material.
Absolutely.
She also, I believe, at one time had a Ventress hoodie too, which you don't see a whole lot of villain stuff.
No.
So that was nice to see. I do want to see more villain stuff from her though, because the villains don't get enough love, I don't think, in my opinion, in the fashion world.
Now, she started Her Universe in 2010, and it has since grown to be its own entity, this huge recognizable brand. And it was bought by Hot Topic, but Her Universe still manages to have most control over it. The best part is that now every time a really amazing movie comes out, Hot Topic will pair with Her Universe to create a fashion line to go with
some
it.
kind of line for it.
Now, if Her Universe doesn't have the licensing for it, it'll be released under Hot Topic, but Ashley Eckstein is involved in 90% of it. So that includes like the really cool Pride and Prejudice and Zombies lingerie line they did, which I own a few pieces of. No, you cannot see. The Beauty and the Beast, the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. So even though they're not Her Universe labels, she has worked to create these outfits. And the Hot Topic lines are for men and women.
Yes. And then also she does every single year at San Diego Comic-Con a fashion show.
Absolutely.
And I got to take part, and not take part as in
you got to watch and
I got
witness
to watch.
it.
Yes, I got to watch and witness this fashion show.
Describe what the designers go through.
It's a fashion show.
Yeah.
It is for sure a fashion show. You mean it's not, New York fashion show, but it's basically the New York fashion show of the geek world.
These are generally amateur or fashion design students or people that have a love of cosplay who are designing these outfits for months at a time. They design one based on anything from the geek world because it's a geek couture.
It is, yes.
Costume
Geek couture is it's a
dressy, And they've been doing this this will be their third year, correct?
Third or fourth year, yes.
Yeah. And so they feature like anywhere from 20 to 30 designers roughly, and everybody gets their chance to walk down. They have multiple winners, not just first, second, and third, but they have, audience member or audience winner,
yes,
judges winner, and really they give them a platform to share their...
They do, and there's some interesting designs on there too. Last year, Ashley wore a dress made out of Legos.
Yes.
And it
had Ahsoka Tano's face on it.
It was Ahsoka's face, and her hair she braided to look like her head tails.
Yes.
It was, I think they said,
it was incredible.
5,000 Legos?
I believe that.
I think.
Could have been even more considered.
It was a lot of Legos, and it was heavy too. But that's the kind of stuff you'll see there. You'll see, there was one a few years back where there was a Sailor Moon outfit where she was in her schoolgirl outfit, and then she tore it off to reveal a beautiful pink dress.
That's nice. I like that.
It's beautiful. You'll see Sailor Moon, you'll see Star Wars, you'll see Doctor Who, you'll see just anything that is mildly associated with the geek world, you'll see there.
The winners from last year, one had a Star Wars outfit, one had a Game of Thrones, and one had a Falcor inspired.
Yeah. Which
is incredibly cool because... if there's anything that if I'm gonna build one of those big con animals, I'm building Falcor the Luck Dragon.
Exactly.
Because he was awesome.
Right. But this in particular, I think for young girls growing up in this day of age.
Absolutely.
Where they say, being a woman, isn't, that great, or, being a woman, you should do this, and you can't do this, and this with the boys.
And there are people out there that are proving that, one, feminine interests or interests that have been considered for women only, such as fashion, are embraced. If there's something out there that's considered girly, it's not bad anymore.
Right.
And Ashley Eckstein's trying to prove that. Now, men and women participate in the show, both walking down the catwalk and designers. So it doesn't, Her Universe is very inclusive of everybody.
Yes.
But it was started to fill a hole in the world. And now, like, it's been embraced by
Yes.
so many people. 7 years later, it's embraced by everybody.
Yes.
And this fashion show is a huge way to show off artistic talents of everybody involved, because some of those costumes, they had they're very much just more extravagant cosplays.
Yes.
They have hand beading and sewing and fabrication with plastics and metals and light work, and so it's just cosplay in another aspect.
It is. And it's something that I think a lot of young girls need.
I completely agree.
Because even now, still, a lot of big brands will only cater to, men, or, designs for men's shirts only. They may give one or two designs to, a female shirt, but not as much as Ashley has done in her universe.
It's important for every young person to have their creativity embraced, because, the world craps on artists all the time, just completely shits on them. And then most of our day is spent on the internet playing a game created by an artist, or,
right, exactly.
or watching TV created by artists.
Yep.
So we need those. Our entertainment thrives on artists. So it is important for both young men and women to see that artists can make it, and they can change the world.
Oh, for sure.
They can.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, Star Wars changed the world. Game of Thrones has changed the world, and they
Star Trek. I mean,
created by
everything.
Artists. So it's Ashley Eckstein is without a doubt incredibly inspiring, and I mean that's why Good Housekeeping named her one of the 25 most important women of 2016.
Yeah,
because she is.
Exactly, she is.
And here's something really cool. She's been working on this for a while, but we just found out that Her Universe is launching Her Universe Press this year.
Yes.
And releasing books between 2017 and 2018. So not only is she creating a safe space for artists and a safe space for women to be embraced in their geek culture without sacrificing their own personal style.
Right.
But she's mixing it all with intelligence, too.
Yes.
She's saying you can be more than one thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I think that, this is something that no one has done before. And the fact that, she did it and she succeeded after 7 years says something too. She did
it well.
Yeah, she didn't, just do it for a year or two and then, big corporations came in and, knocked her down, whatever. She has been going steady for 7 years straight and beyond.
Absolutely.
That being said, going beyond, we have episode 8 coming out this year. For sure, there's going to be new fashion for episode 8.
Sure.
There's Marvel movies coming out.
3 Marvel movies.
Yes, there's Thor, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 just came out.
And she has Gamora and Nebula dresses
which
already.
Which are really cute.
If you haven't seen it, go to heruniverse.com and take a look. It's the very first thing that pops up. The Nebula dress is a beautiful sleeveless red that recalls her
outfit
jumpsuit.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Love that. And then the Gamora one, the top is black and it looks like her tank top.
Yeah.
And then the bottom of it is this beautiful galaxy print.
It's very, very pretty. Very well done.
Not a ton to do with Gamora's character herself, but, it's called the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Exactly.
So it works. It definitely works. They're both very beautiful. And, not only does she design this, but she models most of her stuff. So you see this on a normal body. She's a short woman. She's got curves on her. So you can see the clothes on someone who is not so thin and
not the traditional model rail thin.
Right.
Yeah.
They have models of various sizes.
They do.
So you can find a model that looks like you and you know how that piece of clothing is going to fit on you before you buy it.
I know the Darth Vader cardigan is really pretty too. It's just a black and on the back has Darth Vader's mask.
I love that.
It's gorgeous. So and from the front you couldn't tell it's a geek apparel item until you look at the back, which is, Darth Vader.
I really love her dresses where the skirts have scenes from the Star Wars movies played out. I wish she would do a few more of the Marvel ones like that, but my favorites are watching the AT-ATs.
Destroy or on Haus or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a really pretty dress because the top is a beautiful white. The bottom is the AT-ATs on Haus. And I think I might actually buy that dress here.
Please do.
Yeah.
Because there's also a really pretty dress on there.
Can we go on a Star Wars date after that?
We can. For sure. Another dress that was unveiled at Celebration was it's a Star Wars dress, but it has blueprints of various starships.
Yes, how cool
Which
is that?
That's a very interesting concept to put on a dress because you would never think that's gonna look well, especially on a dress that
You're
goes
totally
everywhere.
right.
But it looks gorgeous.
Be careful though when you wear that. You do not want any bothans to die over you.
No.
That was so bad. I'm sorry. Anyway, that's funny you say that because somebody made, like, for her fashion or her universe fashion show, Marauder's map dress. So, I absolutely love
That's super cute.
fake maps, maps of fake worlds that are fictional worlds. So, to wear one would just get my geography nerd all in a tingle.
In a tingly tingle.
In a tingly tingle.
In a tingly tingle. But yeah, so if you guys ever get the chance to go to San Diego Comic-Con, which I've gone 3 years, try and go and see the fashion show. It is open free to the public. It's basically first come, first serve. Absolutely. At least when I went. I don't know if they changed the rules since then.
Is it in the Big Hall H?
No, it's at a hotel across the street.
See,
at least when I went.
I don't know.
Things change. I don't know. When I went, it was at the Hard Rock Cafe Hotel, I think. I want to say. I can't remember exactly, but it's a fantastic way to not only look at beautiful fashion, but look at what could be in the next few years.
If you've ever witnessed a costume contest or a fashion show, this combines both of those together, and you should really get a chance to check it out.
It does. It's fantastic. I loved it, and like I said, it's first come, first serve. Usually, at least when I went there. So, is
it something you have to camp out for, or can you go like roughly an hour before and be fine?
No, I think I went because it was I heard her universe fashion show Ashley Eckstein. Crap, I want to get there at least kind of early. I got there I think 2 hours early, and there was already a line for about 60 people.
That's not terrible.
No, so
any major convention hall can seat 60 people.
Oh,
so
for sure.
Of course this will be fine.
Yes.
So every year it's going to grow and grow and grow. San Diego does. Of course they have a cap on certain things, but really if it's not in the hall, it can be open to the public at
So I don't know it depends on what the hotel rules are for what is it, fire occupancy or whatever it's called? Yeah. So it just depends, but if you do have a chance, go check it out. Even if you fly out there not to go to San Diego Comic-Con, but to go see the fashion show and hang out in San Diego, it's fun still.
Absolutely.
I love it. I want to go back there sometime and take in the fashion show again.
So lastly, before we completely wrap up on her universe, we want to talk about something that she does every single day, and that is Fangirl of the Day. She's also had males on there too. It's okay. But you get a little bio, you're featured on there, and she really wants to reach out to everybody else and see the fan community.
Yes.
So fill it out on her website. It's a very short little bio thing. I actually did it this morning before we started. And
she did it. I didn't do it. She did it.
Every time you wear something from her universe, you can hashtag flaunt your world. That is their motto. Dream your world, be your world, flaunt your world. So use hashtag flaunt your world to be retweeted, to get her universe to know you. Fill out the fangirl bio. You're a fangirl. Do it.
You're the reason why this continues to happen. You're the reason why, her universe is surviving.
It's so successful because of us.
Exactly.
So, she wants to know you. It's not a, hey, I'm featured, let me show you this. It's a, I want to get to know Ashley Eckstein. She wants to get to know me back. And you get a little bio so you can meet all these other men and women online.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Yes. Her and her whole design team that's a part of her universe is just knocking it out of the park.
Absolutely.
They recently rebranded themselves. They recently redid the website. And so everything has a new flow, a new vibe to it.
Definitely.
And just go check it out. Even if you can't buy anything right now, go look at it. Be like, this would be a good gift for someone that I know. This would be, look cute on my girlfriend, or this would look cute on my boyfriend, whatever.
Yes.
Go look at this stuff. It's very, very well done. And it really does speak to geek and nerds everywhere. Because you can find...
It's inspiring.
It is. There's a fandom somewhere, that you will find. You'll find something that you'll like for sure.
Well,
Yeah.
that wraps it up on Her Universe. Check us out in the upcoming episodes. We should have some more guests on for you, of course.
Yes.
New and interesting people for you to meet. Also, Wonder Woman is coming out soon, so I thought if you're good with it, we can talk about the 75 years of Wonder Woman fashion.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman!
And we'll talk about the movie costumes as well.
Absolutely.
For sure. Because those look
stuff.
gorgeous.
Beautiful things.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Heroes Podcast Network. We're going to link everything in the bio that we talked about, Her Universe. We're going to link a bunch of different stuff down there. We're going to link, where can we find you again?
I am Ray of Super Sirens, so you can check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and Facebook, of course.
And I'm Ian of Haus Cosplay. Like I said, with the U. The link's going to be down below. And don't forget also, guys, to be filling out and sending in those cosplay submissions. We want to hear from you, see all your lovely costumes.
We want to get to know you.
We want to get to know you. It's kind of like our fangirl of the day, but it's our cosplayer of the week. So,
and we fangirl over you.
We do. If you haven't seen any other episodes, go check those out as well. But
we get shook.
Yeah, we get
talking like you.
I say shook all the time.
Please don't.
I'm shooketh. Not medieval. I've done shooketh myself.
We love you guys.
Yes.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.